Hello guys and welcome back to Oz on the Ball. Today I'm going to be doing another tier maker video. So yeah, off season, I'm trying to get some content out. It's a bit hard finding time with sports and stuff on, and obviously trying to get to as much sport as I can. But yeah, so this is a tier maker ranking international cricket teams, like if they're world number one, trophy contender, regular performer, verge of qualification for big tournaments, developing or associate. So I just really ranking them on where they are in international cricket and how they're going. So I hope you enjoy this video. First team is Pakistan. Now they've recently completed their series against Australia. Actually went to the third T20 at Ninja Stadium. I've got a couple of YouTube shorts filmed from that game. They're pretty good team. They made the World Cup final for T20 a couple of years ago. They're always up and around for big tournaments, but they're never favourites as such. But they're a pretty consistent side. Obviously play tests, and they did just win a series against England in Pakistan. So I reckon to start off, I'm going to put them probably more towards the bottom of trophy contenders, but I'll leave them there for now. Now, Bangladesh are next. Now, they've been in big tournaments like World Cups and stuff for a while. They're a test-playing nation. They played quite a few tests. They've got some amazing players like Shakib Al Hasan and Mustafaza Rahim, or the Rahman, the fast bowler. And they're always in big international tournaments, and they do pretty well. They're not trophy contenders as such, but they've been going pretty well lately. So I reckon I'm going to put them in regular performers. Now, next team we have is Ireland. They're a pretty good team, pretty good all-round team. In the last few years, they've been pushing. They got their first test win like a couple of months ago, I think against Afghanistan. They're always around T20 and One Day World Cups, and yeah, test playing nation. Haven't played too many tests, but played a couple. And I think they're a pretty solid team, and I reckon I'm going to put them verge of qualification for big ICC tournaments. Now, next team I have is cricket or Scotland. Now, they're a bit similar to Ireland. They've been in T20 World Cups, not quite ODI World Cups lately, and they're not a test-playing nation, but they're always around that level, and they're pretty good. Cricket team, pretty small country, Scotland, so I reckon I'll put them near Ireland, and I might put them low. Developing, maybe. I'll say I might put them in the bottom of verge of qualification. Next team we have is the West Indies. Now, they've been a staple of cricket for a long time, not quite as good as they used to be, including missing out on the recent One Day World Cup, which is quite disappointing. A lot of their players play franchise cricket, but they're pretty good. I think they just played T20 series against England and One Days, and I think they did pretty well. And last year they won a test match against Australia in Australia, which is a pretty big thing. So they've been performing decently well lately. They've got some big stars like Andre Russell, they've had Chris Gale, but also players like Alzari Joseph, Craig Brathwaite, those sort of players. So I reckon I'm going to put them in regular performer, probably in front of Bangladesh. Next team I have Hong Kong. They're not going. I haven't heard much of them. I don't think they've made a T20 World Cup really ever. But they're alright, but I'm just going to put them in associate. Next team I have is the UAE. Now, they're a pretty good team, pretty stock standard team. I think they have made a One Day or T20 World Cup before. Host a fair bit of cricket in the UAE for Afghanistan, Pakistan. They've hosted a few World Cups there. But I reckon this is for men's cricket, these rankings. I forgot to say that. I reckon I'll put UAE in associate, just in front of Hong Kong. Next team we have is Afghanistan. Now, they've been on the rise lately. Haven't been performing, like, they've had a massive rise in the last couple of years. Now, a test-playing nation, made a World Cup semi-final recently, and they're a regular performer now at all ICC tournaments. They've got spinners like Khan and Uram. I don't know how to say his name, but then they've got pacers as well, like Faruqi, and they've got batters like Gurbaz. They've got really everything, and they're quite a consistent performer now. So I reckon I'm going to put them in regular performers behind Bangladesh. Next team is the Netherlands. Now they're a pretty good team. They're a bit on the rise. They made the recent one-day World Cup and did not finish last, I don't think. So that's a pretty big thing. I think they beat South Africa and they've made T20 World Cups. And yeah, they're a bit of a underdog in the cricket scope the last couple of years. So I reckon I'm going to put them quite high. They've got Captain Scott Edwards, I think. They've got like Van Beek, players like that. So I reckon I'm going to put them in Virgin qualification ahead of Ireland, I reckon. Next team is Namibia. They've been quite good lately. They've got players like Jared Erasmus. And yeah, they've been quite good in the cricket scope. So I reckon this is pretty simple. I'm going to put them in developing ahead of Scotland. Next team is Sri Lanka. Now, they've been a bit up and down lately, but they're pretty good and pretty consistent. So I reckon I'm going to put them probably in regular performers in front of the West Indies. Next team is India. Now, this is pretty obvious. India, cricket powerhouse. Got players like Kohli, Sharma, Bumrah, Ashwin, Jadeja, Rahul, Jaiswal now. Ishan Kishan, about to tour Australia. That starts in 2 days, so that'll be a cracking series to watch. But I think this explains itself pretty simple, and I'm going to put them above Pakistan in trophy contenders, if it lets me. Next team is Nepal. Now they're a bit on the rise. I'm probably going to put them in developing. They've got Sandeep Lamashane, who I think is their like main star. So I reckon I'll put them behind Scotland. Next team we've got is New Zealand. New Zealand are pretty good. They've been a powerhouse, or not powerhouse, but top couple of cricket for a long time. They've got players like Kane Williamson, Finn Allen, Tim Southee, Trent Boult, Mitch Santner. They recently won a Test Series 3-0 in India, so I'm going to put them in trophy contenders in between India and Pakistan. Next team we've got is Singapore. Now, I haven't really heard of them much playing cricket. The only player I know is the Singapore player Tim David, who now plays for Australia and plays for my local team, the Hurricanes. So I'm going to put them in an associate. Our next team is Australia. Now, they're an absolute power. We are an absolute powerhouse of cricket. Yeah, we've won the most ODI World Cups. We've won T20 World Cup. We've won the World Test Championship. We're up there in number 1 rankings. Now, I don't think we're actually world number 1 at the moment, but I'm going to put us at world number 1, given we won the World Test Championship last year and the ODI World Cup last year. So I reckon whoever wins the Border Gavaskar Test Series is world number 1, but that hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to put the Aussies there, given their recent form's probably been slightly better. And then 4 teams to go. South Africa, now they're a pretty big trophy contender. And haven't really won any international trophies, but they're always up there, so I reckon they can go in between New Zealand and Pakistan. USA Cricket now, they're on the rise. Beat Pakistan in the recent home T20 World Cup and beat Ireland, I think, in T20 series. So I'm actually going to put them in Virgin qualification. Zimbabwe now, they've fallen a bit in the rankings and they've still got some great players like Sikander Raza, Blessington Muzarabani, Gary Balance is now, I think, legally allowed to play for Zimbabwe. So I'm going to put them in developing ahead of Scotland. And final team, England, pretty self-explanatory. Powerhouse of cricket, won many big tournaments, and really always up there, always up for trophy contenders, and Bazball's really elevated that ranking. They did lose recently to Pakistan, but I'm still going to put them trophy contenders above New Zealand. So there are my final rankings. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm at 186 subscribers. My end of year goal is 200. So if you enjoy the video and content, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos. But thanks for watching Eyes on the Ball, and see you next time.